There is a way to make money in 2026 that almost nobody is using yet. You don't need an audience, you don't even need to be on camera, or even know how to code. You just need a laptop and a couple of hours a week. And the reason it works comes down to a gap in the market that had just opened up. I'm going to show you exactly what it is and how to use it. Now I'll be straight with you up front. This is not free money and it is not passive. It is a real business, but it's about as simple as a real business gets right now. Here's the short version. Local businesses, plumbers, remodelers, roofers, that kind of thing, a huge number of them still does not have a real website. Honestly, most of them even don't have a website at all. Until recently, building one for them, hosting it, and adding the smart stuff that brings them customers was slow and technical. You basically had to be a web developer. That is not true anymore. AI writes the whole site in minutes now. And one tool called GoHighLevel puts the website, the customer follow-up, and the automations all in one place. So you can set the whole thing up so fast and charge for it every month. Quick thing before I show you, everything I am using in here runs on GoHighLevel. If you want to follow along, the link is in the description below. And here's the part that makes that easy. When you start your free trial through the link, I'll have the website templates and the automations that I have shown you today loaded straight into your account. You don't need to build them from scratch. They're just waiting in there for you. So why would a business pay you every month for this? It's honestly simple. For a plumber or a remodeler, one new customer can be worth thousands of dollars. Right now, when someone in their town searches for them and finds nothing, that customer just goes to a different person. That in itself is losing them money every week and they don't even know it. They don't have the time or the skill to fix it. And that is the gap that you're trying to fix. Here is the whole method. First, you find them. Go into Google Maps and search a type of business plus the city. Something like the search shop Phoenix. So you'll get a list. As you can see, some already have 1,000 reviews or over. Some even lower than 100. And this is where it gets interesting. If you click most of these businesses, you will eventually come into one that does not have a website. Here's an example. The only website that they have is in Facebook. This means that this bakery has high demand, they have happy customers, but they don't have a home online. Now you could write them all down one by one, check all of these by yourself. But there's a free tool that does it all for you automatically. It's a Chrome extension called TrySmartScraper. You install it, you open it in Google Maps, and you hit extract business data. So this is how the extension looks like. It's going to launch a new page, and then you can extract business data, and it's going to scroll all of the stores in the area and give it to you in a spreadsheet that you can access and use and check if it has a website or not, faster than writing it by hand. And once that is done, you can scroll down and download the file as either CSV, JSON, or EXO. And when you open that, you can see a whole list of all of the results that you got in the Google Maps search just now. You can check the rating, what category it is, and the Google Maps link for the business itself. And then that's where you can cross-check if they have a website or not. Using this information, you know who you should be contacting and pitch in your side of the business. Now, second is you message them. This is the step that makes or breaks it. So pay attention to the wording. Don't ask if they want a website. Everyone ignores that message. Instead, you can tell them that it's already handled. So you can get their phone number on the Google Maps link and then go into GoHighLevel, click on the start a conversation, message contacts. And if you don't have them in your list as of yet, you can add them in and click on create new contact. You can fill in temporary details if you don't know exactly what it is, but if you have already done your research, then you can fill that in and then create a conversation. Now you can send something as simple as this. Hey, this is John. I was looking you guys up on Google Maps and noticed that you do not have a website. Kind of random, but I went ahead and put one together for you. Want me to send it over? You're not pitching, you're not asking for a meeting, you're just offering to show them something that is basically already done. Most people will say no, don't get me wrong. And that's fine. But some will say, yeah, let me see it. And those are the only ones that you really need. Now, you show them and deliver. Once someone say yes, this is where the templates in your account do the heavy lifting. You can pick one for the industry, and with AI, you drop in their business name, their services, and a few details. It takes about 2 minutes to have a real version ready to show. Now you send it over, and they are looking at their own website instead of imagining one. When they want to keep it, you can finish it off. Add their logo, their service areas, and all of it, you make it live. The whole website can be done in a day. But if they want to do a revision, you can go back to the templates, there's no problem with it, and you're back in no time. Now here's why they're going to keep on paying you every month instead of paying once. The website does one really useful thing on its own. When someone scrolls down and fills in the contact form, for example, in this case, if the customer wants to place an order, they can fill in these details and then click on submit. The business gets an instant text and email, as well as the visitor getting an automatic reply that looks like it came from the business. So for example, we have a person named Larry Doe. They have filled out the form and clicked on submit. What that does, it thanks them for the order, and then it gets transposed into the automation that I made, creates an opportunity or pipeline, indicates that this is a new lead, and then sends an email to the customer saying that thank you for filling out the form. We appreciate your interest. A member of the team will be in touch with you shortly. And then it's going to notify us internally via email that a new customer has filled out the online form. Here are the details: full name, phone number, and order number. All of this happening in a span of 5 minutes, where in reality, if a human interaction was needed, it would probably take up until 30 minutes to an hour. And as you can see, there will be a new workflow added to the execution logs. So Doe was added to the workflow, an opportunity was created, and then an email was sent to Doe. And as you can see here, if you click on this, you will see the formatted email that I showed you just now. Thank you for filling out the form. Best regards, Deserted Pastry Team. Now looking at it, it may seem like a very small workflow, but it is not. In these industries, the first business to reply usually wins the customer. Most of them takes hours to respond, and sometimes they never do. Your workflow replies in seconds, automatically, so the website is just the wrapper, and what they're really buying is more book jobs inside of it. And that is easy to pay for every single month. Now let me show you the math, and I'm going to keep it very honest. Say you charge $300 per month for the business. That is a normal price for this. If you message a list of these business every day, a small number may say yes, most will say no. And that is completely okay. You only need a few, maybe get at least one client a week, and you're adding around $1,200 a month in income that repeats. Get to 10 of them, and that's $3,000 a month. Whether you sign anyone new or not, it keeps climbing in from there if you keep going with this. Now, I'm not going to promise you a number. Most people who hear this will never even send a single message, and they'll make nothing. The whole thing still depends on you actually doing the outreach, but the work is simple and it stacks up, and once you have gotten into that initial pitch and let the thing work on its own, that's where you get it. Now, this is for two kinds of people. If you're just starting out and you want your first real income online, this is one of the cleanest ways to do it. You don't need followers, a product of your own. You just need a laptop and the willingness to send some messages. The tool does the hard part for you. And if you already work in marketing, run an agency, or handle clients, this is an easy service to add. It's recurring, quick to deliver, and makes you look good because the websites actually bring in customers. Either way, the setup is the same, and most of it is already done for you. One more thing, and this is the real reason to pay attention now instead of later. This is only easy because of where AI and these tools are in 2026. A couple of years ago, you could not spin up a full smart website in minutes. Now you can. The barrier just dropped, and most people have not noticed yet. The businesses are sitting in there still without any websites. and almost nobody is reaching out to them online. That window is open right now, and it won't stay open forever. So here's the whole thing in one sentence. You find local businesses with no website, build them one in minutes using AI and pre-built templates, and you charge them every month for a site that actually gets them to customers using the workflow that I made. Simple to start and pays you again and again. If you want to try this, here's exactly what to do. You can click on the link that I have left in the description, and when you start your free trial, every template and automation I showed you today gets loaded into your account for free. So you're not starting in from zero. You can have your first website ready to show a client today. The hardest part of any business is starting. So you can go set it up, send your first few messages this week, and see what comes back. And I'll see you in the next one.